It should go into the
Four collectors.
yo.
Hello there, fruitcake. What's up there, turtleneck?
You. Yeah, Penny. Yeah, Caesar.
Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Little feedback problems. We got a little audio issues. How's my audio?
Sounds perfect.
Good?
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
good.
How about to the live? If my audio's good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Matt. Well, happy Sunday night. Thanks for having me on the Four Collectors tonight. What's our agenda here? Are we just going to take questions and answers or what?
A little bit of everything. I can't even see the comments.
You can't see the comments.
No.
What kind of show you running? Where's our producer?
Four
Yeah, I
collectors.
think John normally takes care of this. I'm no good at this stuff. Oh, wait, let me see.
How could you be doing a show with Dylan and I, big talent, top of the line? I mean, Dylan is everywhere.
Okay, I got it now. I can read them now.
You can.
I found the button.
Yeah, I don't even try to read them on the screen. I've got my phone here in front of me, so
I do too. I can read them.
Awesome. So
I said, hey, somebody wrote, hey there,
tonight?
hey there,
Modern...
Beaver Dick.
hey, let me ask the crowd. Am I clear tonight?
I mean, you're a little fuzzy.
I'm a little fuzzy still.
I can see your forehead. It's going way back.
A lot of people are here for the free pizza.
Free pizza.
Okay, so last week, was it last week, Dylan? Me, you, Lou Rock, and Mangini?
Yeah,
or was that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I think that was
all
last
right.
week.
So I want to discuss like rants and just all these rants and rumors. I call them rumors that all these influencers now are putting out there, and just get our rants about it. Like everybody calls them a rant. It's just an opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I'm not a ranter.
I just want to discuss everything anything that you've seen that you want to talk about it. We'll all talk about it. I'll bring up any topic about YouTube, the hobby in general, just anything card related. But as a topic, I kind of wanted to just throw out there, if you guys want to talk about all these influencers, what they're saying, you know, obviously, the hobby's dying and whatever, you know.
Well, it depends. What influencers are we talking about? Are we talking about influencers like Goof Wilson and Card Collector 2 and all these
everybody
McDope-dopes? The influencers in our group are the topics are great. I mean, you know, they're a little bit recycled or whatever, but there's only so many things to talk about, and you try to talk about, you know, timely and things that are in the hobby, I guess. But the one thing we're not going to talk about is we're not going to talk about Wembley, and we're not going to talk about Caitlyn Clark. I've about had it up to here with these fuckers and all this and the modern collections. So
hold on,
get off my lawn.
I wanted to do that in my own video and talk about this, but we don't have to spend a lot of time on this. But that giant sale of that basketball card, it's perfect for you to be on here too, Petty, because it's a modern card. 2, it's from the mid 2000s, my favorite era to collect, a random era, let's just say, where no one was collecting baseball cards or basketball basic, you know, like a small amount, a low grade, especially for a modern card, and a combo card at that. 2 players on 1 card. A lot of things that shouldn't have made that card great ended up making the. I get it. It's Kobe Bryant, Jordan autograph. That's cool. But there's a lot of things that it had going against it as well, in my opinion. For it to reach that stratosphere, I thought it was awesome. I was like,
it's great when any card is going to sell for that. But I mean, let's be real. That's not a real sale. You've got this guy Shinebox 350, whatever the fucking guy's name is. The guy made his money dirty, selling cocaine, selling cocaine and hash. But anyway, the guy's done more time than Jesse James. And somehow Mr. Wonderful partnered up with him. And
Go get your shine box.
I can't imagine why anybody would want. That guy is such a douchebag. Now, I don't know how he made that kind of money, but more power to them if they want to spend it and waste it like that. But basically, what he's done in the past is he's buying up all these modern cards, and he's the one that's there's a little syndicate that's passing them around. They buy them for $5 million, sell them for $3 million, sell them. That guy sells it for $4 million. He rebuys it at $3.5 million. I mean, he's got an amazing portfolio of cards. In my opinion, it's all dog shit. So, I mean, you could have all this portfolio that you want, but that's real money. We don't have that kind of money. There's only so many people that are playing in that.
Well, yeah, that
card.
That's what
fake patches.
That's one of the things too.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Like, how much is it?
Oh, those patches are fucking fake.
How much is it worth to a collector?
Those autographs have to be the worst I have ever seen as an autograph collector, and somebody who I don't often opine on like Michael Jordan autographs or Kobe autographs, but they both have pretty unique, nice autographs. And Michael Jordan, number one, they're the card sideways, so both of the signatures are running up and down.
Yeah.
And Jordan is nothing more than a scribble. I mean, if you were to grade that autograph, if it's real, it says PSA says it's real, but I've questioned the fucking thing because it looks like a fourth grader signed it. And then you move over to Kobe, and you have the same thing. And I was hearing 3D the other day mention that, it's got the first patch they ever wore when they met each other. The patch against the gold patch that Kobe wore and this patch. How the fuck does that become a thing? If you read the back, it says it's game used. It doesn't say it's game used by those two guys. Those patches could be from Mel fucking Counts and Happy Hairston. Is that it?
I guess, Petty, I'm not defending the card itself. Like, I think the price is ridiculous, absolutely absurd. I thought it was awesome because I like records to be broken.
Me too.
I love that. I think it's good. It's just fun.
It's just ironic that the bidding started like at $7 million that night, and it kept going back and forth and back and forth. And when it hit the top to break the record by a couple 100,000, that's when the card sold. So, and it wasn't under. And then you got these three guys coming out on TV the next day, and they're as shady as fuck. And they've all lost money on EFTs and TFGs and FXs. All these letters. I mean, these guys are not genius when it comes to collectibles.
They only need 1 out of 10 things to hit, right? And then
true.
You just keep building.
And like I said, I mean, I'm just belly aching, but I'm just saying, nobody has said the things that I've said. That the fact that those patches are fucking bullshit, like every other fucking patch I've always said. The relics are fake.
Personally, I'm not like I like those logo patches and stuff, but I don't think they're like premium. Ooh, I have to have one. I don't think I have one. And I really don't care.
But
they're cool as hell. They're cool as hell. Don't get me wrong.
What is
I like
the chain of custody?
But they're not worth the price.
What's the chain of custody that says those patches were worn by those two fucking guys on that fucking day? Because you're going to listen to some CEO with Upper Deck that's going to tell you that? Those things have been shady as hell since day fucking one. Everyone with Jackie Robinson's pants and Babe Ruth's bat. And I mean, fuck, if you told me it was Pepino's 2x4, from the backyard, you have a better chance of that happening.
Dude, that was a good question to bring up. I thought we were going to get like a minute out of it.
Oh, okay. But
one of the things I want to hit on something that Dylan said.
Everybody has just taken the leap.
Yeah, but there's the hobby is changing. You know what I mean? We are the get off your lawn guys right now.
Yeah.
You don't have to be young or old. It's just the type that you collect. Like things. In the past, the two-person card, like with two people, they weren't that expensive. They weren't sought after. So in my mind, growing up, like the two player cards are less valuable. I'd rather have the one with the player by himself. So there's that thing with this card. But the hobby is changing. People now are getting into two, 4 people on the card, when before you just wanted one. And another thing with this,
I love it.
being
I
old
love
school,
that.
the prices has always been like, what is it worth to somebody? What is that? What is somebody willing to pay for that card? So now that you have like 3 guys, pitching in to buy a card, that's not the one person was willing to pay for it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I have kind of that in the back of my head. How you take it, I don't know, but I have that in the back of my head. It's not like a real sale because it's a corporate buy purchase to me almost.
Well, I like the point you're hitting.
Test my sound. Is this sound any better? I'm talking to the chat because my sound was bad with the. I tried a new microphone there. Is this sound any better?
I don't know. I think the other one sounded pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't notice.
Yeah, but it wasn't coming through very well.
I guess we wouldn't know.
John says Pepino is too loud, and my headphones are not good. Oh, Collector says I'm good. Orlando, and and Tony says the other one was better.
Yeah, I thought the other one was better too.
All right.
Yeah, right. So quiet. 13 million. What? So it's really 12.9, right? But they're saying 13 million. That is nutso. That is nutso for a modern card.
I guess too. What I liked is what you said. Like, I like that it was a combo card. I've had a combo love for cards my whole life. So when I see things that I like and they hit like a record, even though it has nothing to do with my leaders cards, it just in my brain it does. So I'm like, yeah, that's sick. That's awesome. And then the low grade thing, like, yeah, all right. I love low grades, And then it was from the 2000s I collect. I was like, yeah, no, I love it. And maybe it's just me seeing that, but I do. I thought it was cool to see.
So did I waste a perfectly good rant with my bad microphone?
No. You were going pretty good. You could hear you because you were being a little bit louder. You had some passion. You had some passion in that rant.
Okay. One guy says the sound's bad, and some guy I've never John says I'm very quiet.
Everybody says it's awesome.
So hey,
my God, everybody says it was clear.
Fuck the guy that just said that my audio was bad.
Anybody listening, we want to cover.
Open your ears, jackass.
We want to cover any rant, any topic, any difference of opinions with what influencers are saying. Do you agree with what influencers are saying?
I mean, what else? Out of line with that crack about jackass. All right. So anyway, go ahead.
No,
sorry about that. I'm kidding.
All right. What's next on the agenda?
All right. So the hobby is dying. What do you guys think about that? When everybody keeps saying that, or collectors are going away, like the collectors are shrinking.
Go ahead, Dylan.
I mean, the hobby's not dying, in my opinion. Hobby is absolutely not dying. They're doing it just because they want to. Everybody wants to call the top. We all want to call the top. Or just throw the video out there. Let's talk about it. Things are bubbling. Yeah, I'm the guy who called it. Dude, it's fun to put your opinions out there, but I think those are it's just clickbaity. You're not doing it. Yeah. I'm not doing it. Guys that are collectors aren't doing it. We like to listen to it. I mean, I don't mind. I want to hear someone's opinion about it. So
I mean, I think it's amazing. I've never seen the hobby this hot.
Yeah, exactly.
All in all.
Yeah.
And I mean, the thing that I can't believe is the amount of fucking repacks that are being sold.
Yeah.
Like something like $80 million in a month or something like that.
Wow.
Or 30 million, or it was something ridiculous.
Yeah, that is crazy insane. Like, you know what? Have you, Petty, obviously you've never bought a repack before, or have you?
I wouldn't spend $1 on a fucking repack. Why? Why do I want shit cluttering up my house that I don't want?
All right.
What would I possibly be looking for? What could any idiot be possibly hoping for? You got a bunch of shit, dog shit, that's been
If you buy
passed
repack,
around.
you're an idiot.
I mean, well, you said it, not me. Because,
So,
I think
yeah,
I think you said it too.
I did. Really, I mean, you
all
should
right,
have your
Dylan.
head
So,
examined.
what about you, Dylan? Have you ever bought a repack?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not. I think Arena Club's freaking genius. They're hitting the full lottery swing. You don't even get the.
Oh.
You don't even need to see the pack. You hit a button, the thing spins. I saw Jeff and his son open one the other day. Go, dude, that's not good.
Oh, did I nail the grail? Did you see him nail the grail? This little 13-year-old kid pulled
Dude.
a Jalen
Oh.
Hurts.
All right. Like
That
repacks.
wasn't set up at all.
Here's the thing.
Fucking ridiculous.
I would never advise people to buy repacks if you're trying to make some money or trying to get something good. I have bought repacks before. Every once in a great while at a card shop or a card show, I'll buy a $10, $20 repack.
Okay.
That's
But I am going into it. I'm not going to get anything. But if I do, that'll be sweet.
What do you
But I'm
do
not
with
expecting anything.
What do you do
I
with
like
the
to-
crap after you buy it?
I keep it all.
Where?
Come on, you see my room? It ain't my room isn't
What in
like
the
neat,
fuck are you
like-
doing? Oh my!
like my
God.
room is not neat. I got boxes and cards.
You need to
like
have your
everywhere.
fucking head examined.
Look at all that
That's
money.
You know?
Crazy. Look at Dylan. How neat and perfect and beautiful his is, and you have your shit everywhere.
I share this with my wife. You know, I don't have a choice. I'll give Caesar that. My room could be destroyed.
Oh my God! Let's go to some of the. Can you go to the chat? Where's John to run the chat?
Oh,
He's
yeah,
running
yeah,
this
what's going
fucking
on?
show. Come on.
Oh,
man.
somebody
Let's
wanted
get
to talk about PSA. Somebody asked about PSA.
I think they were joking. I think that was Tony. Let's talk about
Well,
grading.
Let's go to the chat. How could you let all this chat go? Look at this.
Because we're having a good time. I always say that I'm not a good host on a stream because I don't keep up with the chat. I can't read and talk at the same time.
Here, let me give you one reason to do a PAX, repurchase PAX, whatever we're calling them.
Somebody just mentioned Fairfield. Fairfield boxes are repacks. Can you see my Fairfield boxes?
Oh yeah, I do remember.
I have tons of them.
Dude,
okay, hey, so check it out.
You may want to have your
those Fairfield boxes. Fairfield boxes to me are almost 99% junk. All right, it's all junk wax. It's all right. So you're never gonna get nothing. But I've said this before, and I used to do this all the time a long time ago when I first got on YouTube. Is the Fairfield boxes? What I would like to do is buy a box and make a team with all the cards I get in there, because it's all good cards. They're mostly good players, but they're all junk wax era. You know what I mean? So they're all like common cards. None of them are expensive.
When you said good cards, Mike was in a choke. He's
like an 87 top Reggie Jackson. That's fucking sweet.
I love it.
An 87 top Reggie Jackson. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's a good card to me, but it's not valuable. So you're not going to get any valuable stuff out of the box. But what I like to do is make a team. I'd get a catcher, a pitcher, first base, all the positions. I make the best team that I could. And it was always a good team because you always got like Ryan Sandberg, you know what I mean? Darryl Strawberry, Dwight Gooden. You know, you got good players. They're just they weren't expensive cards.
Look, my grandma Pat bought me repacks when I was a kid. I hated them. They were junk. She'd go, no offense to any, I wanted all the stars, and I didn't find too many Reggie Jackson 87s in the ones I was getting from my grandma Pat when I was a kid. She'd buy full sets, and then she'd buy these as well from Walmart. And I would just get angry. I'd be like, I wouldn't get angry. I'd be stoked. But inside, I'm like, you could have just went to the other store and bought like packs. Could have bought me like regular packs. And I always told my dad to tell her, but he never had the heart to. And so those were just not my jam. But I get it. I get it. But also, John Keating opened up a bunch, did that, and he scored some monster cards. So like the breaks, the whole set breaks for vintage. I can see that as being a legit thing that a vintage collector like me would do. $200. I have a chance to get a 52 tops Mickey Mantle.
Oh, no
out
doubt.
of however many cards are in the set. It's all listed. to me, that's more my speed. I would do that once a year. You know, I think that's cool. But the arena pack thing, and what you're talking about, Caesar, they're all kind of different segments.
That arena pack is just very scary. I mean, the fact that
Super
you
scary.
can
Yeah,
just
so,
sit there
I
like
mean,
a slot machine
it-
and just push a button.
yeah,
and
exactly. All right.
sell,
I
sell,
when
reshoot,
I hate going to
redo.
Vegas. I hate going to Vegas, but I love it when I'm there. I hate going to Vegas because I know I'm going to go lose my money. But I like going to Vegas there because I have a lot of fun.
Do
You know what
the
I mean?
best part
And that's
about
kind of
going
see
to
how I
Vegas?
see the repacks. I'm going to buy a repack. I'm more than likely I'm not going to win, but I'm going to have a little bit of fun because I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not going to go in with a bad attitude. But yeah, you can expect to get nothing when you buy repack. You know,
Yeah.
of course you're going to see the highlights, the people replaying the big cards. But for every big card you see being pulled, there's 1,000 cheap cards being pulled.
Exactly. I mean, there's you're not going to win, and more people will exit the hobby because of that. And not only that, people are going to go bankrupt because of it. They're going to lose their families. They're going to lose their, you know,
For
because they've got a problem. It's like it's an addiction. They can't
Yeah,
stop.
if you just
They think they're going to
put GPS, just put GPS on your family, and you won't lose them.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying that it's just there's no way. You know, the funny thing is that that MD guy that was on Jeremy Lee, Collector MD. He has classes, and it's like I was a 3-bird-a-day pussycat until I found BA, Birds Anonymous. BA can help you. So he has these classes with all these repackers and breakers that he's trying to, you know, they have an addiction.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. That was a while ago he was on there. Yeah,
it was
wasn't
a while
yesterday.
ago. But
Okay, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
He popped up on my feed the other day, like sometimes people do, and the guy has 43 subscribers after like a month. I'm going, how in the hell? I mean, there must be 20 million idiots out there that need help. And this guy has 43 subs. And
Nobody
then you
wants.
get on there, and
Nobody
I tried
wants
to watch him. He did
Yeah.
a live the other day, and I tell you what, man, the guy that was on there, I mean, he looked like who's the guy? The guy was a hacksaw Jim Dugan.
Turn it 2x4.
Yeah, and the guy had, you know, he was buying repacks and buying into breaks and talking about all his Pokemon and this and that and the Jiggly and the Lorcanos and throwing these names around out there. Like, I mean, what are you doing? So,
Yeah,
and I guess, I
it's
mean,
radical.
it's their money. Here's the thing. It's their money. They can do whatever the hell they want with it. Obviously, they think it's entertainment. It's just like I've said a million times. I have never been entertained by having my ass handed to me or being played for a fucking asshole and losing my money. So, I mean, I like my money. I work hard for it these days. Maybe when I was younger,
Yeah.
I had more of a gambling instinct or wanted to try to gamble, but I you know, there's no getting rich quick. You know, you're not going to hit that lottery.
Yeah, I've never been into gambling. I'm just not a gambling man. But yeah, everybody's talking about how like prices are so inflated nowadays. You know what I mean? Because the only thing that's fun inflated are chi-chis, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's just so many people that can't afford to buy packs or buy boxes, so that's why they get into breaks, and then yet they buy it. I don't understand the way these breaks works. Like you're bidding for a team.
Yeah.
Like, how about why don't you? Isn't there like 36 packs in a box? How about you just randomize the whole box?
You know,
one
but yeah,
and then this is your pack. This is your pack.
Yeah.
This is your pack. But they make
people do
even
that,
this into
but
a fucking game.
When okay, like breaking is not new. When I first got on YouTube, there was a couple of breakers, and they would break them by pack, and a lot of people say, hey, well, I just want to buy my team. You know, this is all in the comments. You could always read them all the time, and everybody was just going back and forth like, hey, I just want to buy my team. I just want to buy my team, and it was kind of that innocence of collecting. I just want the guys on my team cards. I just want the Dodger cards, or I just want the Yankee cards, for cheap. And so it was kind of a way to get your favorite team cards back in the day. But now I think it's right now it probably makes more sense. I don't know if that still makes sense, but that's how it started. Was
picture this.
Now it's people. Now people just want to buy the team with the biggest star in it, right?
Picture this. How about you go out, you have a favorite team. Maybe it's the Cubs. How about you just go out and buy the fucking Cubs? Isn't that a pretty picture? Like, why would you have to get into a break when you're trying to break a PCA? I gotta have a PCA in my break, and a Senja Suzuki Tadega, whatever the guy's name is. What is it that you're trying to break? A Kyle Tucker rookie card.
That mother trucker. Somebody just said show card.
Now that's
somebody just says show card. Yeah, man. But the breaks, it's going to be tough to come out a winner from any break because the odds are definitely against you.
They are.
And like I said, if you're going to do breaks, you could have fun if you're in it just for the fun and not hurting your wallet. But if you're going all in, trying to win, there's a very good chance you're not going to come out ahead.
Every person I have ever known that started doing that got a bad taste in their mouth for the hobby, and they've stopped it. Now, some of them will continue to collect differently. Some of them might collect a little differently, but some of them just won't collect again because they see the hobby for what it is, a $1 billion fraud scam.
Yeah, now, some collectors are a little different.
We rise above it, and we try to find our own little lanes, and we enjoy it the way we want to. And frankly, look, who am I to say that they shouldn't enjoy it the way they want to if they truly enjoy it? So have at it.
Yeah, oh, you're cardless right now?
I've got a few that I picked up last week at the West Coast Card Show.
Look at one of my favorite pickups from the National.
Beautiful.
Oh, I love that card.
I was just watching a nice special on him.
And look at the holder it's in.
Dude, you gotta keep it in that thing. That's a classic.
Yeah,
hey, Dylan.
OG, original right there.
That's what I picked up. I'm going to show this for Dylan.
Oh,
this is a Mugu Gaipon. I don't even know what the hell it was.
Dude, it's a Manko Sadaharo rookie card right there.
It's a rookie 59 card, right?
Yeah, that's a rookie card right there. That thing's sick. Hold on. Hold that there.
I tried
got
to
more
get
hits than Sadaharo.
He's the true home run king. Ooh. So that's the same thing. You got on the back, it's got all this writing.
Looks dude, like that's a sick card, Petty. Is that your first O card?
No, yeah, that's my second one. I'm starting to collect them.
Dude, no competition.
Yeah, that's nice. That's very nice. I have one, but I don't know where it is.
I saw my good friend Dean from 294th Street buy a beautiful one, and so I've been trying to get a couple. That's a beautiful. Those are I remember those coins. Is that Mantle?
Yeah, I love these tiny PSA cases. They're so cool.
I'm surprised. I've never seen them before, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, it reminds me of a glory hole.
At least it's not rattling around in there.
Petty, all I've been buying lately is Japanese baseball cards. That's it. I just going on Robert's auctions and.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, my collection was already big prior, but now I'm like trying to get other guys too and learn about them. I was just, dude, all I did all day was print out labels for my new cards that came in. I was printing out the stories, all the Wikipedia pages of each player, and then the set name and the rarity of the set. I'm like getting my fix like Rick and Mangini and all you guys who collect Babe Ruth and all those old rare baseball cards. I'm getting my fix in the Japanese cards like this one right here.
They're expensive though too.
No, I mean if you buy like rookie cards, but you get this like Shigeo tiny little card. But it's funny because I never thought in a million years I would buy a little baby disc, right?
Yeah, that thing is tiny.
This was like $12. This is his, I don't know,
it's like a baby peepee.
but there's less than 5 of these in the whole world. And I'm like, this is Shigeo
What?
Nagashima. You know, like this.
Stop lying, Dylan. Stop lying. You ain't got
Hey,
to
This
lie.
is like their,
Only
you know,
5?
Kai Cobb or whatever you want to call it.
Damn.
Buy these.
That's badass.
How many of those plastic holders do you have? Like altogether, like how many slab cards altogether do you have?
This is serial number 410.
Okay, that's
And
but what about all your other stuff with SGC and PSA and all the other shit?
1,300 total, because that's what I can fit, give or take 150 in there, because they're always, you know, I have like 40.
And
up
so
at
then you
auction.
just constantly you're selling and then rebranding some of your own,
Yes,
and just to kind of keep it at 1,300. That's your max.
is that's
Did
what
you
I
hear
can,
that?
that's what I can
Pepino?
fit.
He actually
Mhm.
has a max, and then he sells everything. He doesn't throw shit all over the place.
Well,
like
I mean,
you
I
do.
have, to be fair, I have a one-touch collection too, so that's like a little separate. I bought this
Right.
one too, Superman
Yeah, I don't
makeup.
have that. I don't have the one-touch
I'm-
collection.
So, and then I have an ungraded collection. So to be
Yeah, I
fair,
have that.
I have different collections going on. But, you know, slabs.
All
That's
right,
what I
look, check it out. Check it out. Something that I just bought. Oh, okay. I'm gonna show this card quick, but I want to show you another card. So I bought this card at Frankensons for Marion, my favorite dealer, and you know it was only 50 cents, and I was buying it because of Salacious Crumb. That's my favorite
I
character
love
right
it.
here.
Oh, yeah.
Where is it? Salacious Crumb right there. You know, right here. So that's my favorite character, Salacious
Is that
Crumb.
the girl?
So I was buying it, and the lady Miriam, she's all, oh, I can see why you bought this card, because
Me
that girl's
too.
showing her butt. And I was
She's
like,
hot.
no, I'm not buying it for the girl. I'm buying it for this guy, Salacious Crumb.
Oh, I thought that was.
But
the
she
name of the
assumed I was a
girl.
pervert.
Do you have a little
But
mini, do you have a little, do you have a collection of his cards going, Caesar?
No, I only have one card of his, which is, should be right here. This one right here. It's an
Oh, yeah,
autograph,
yeah,
numbered
I
out
remember
of
you got
5.
that. That's it.
All right. So before I got that one, I asked my wife, I said, man, I want to start a Salacious B. Crumb PC. And I went to every card shop around here has Star Wars boxes, you know, from, you know, all their Star Wars stuff, doubles or singles that they're selling. And I can never find a Salacious B. Crumb card. So then I told my wife, I go, hey, I can't find any. I go, but I want a Salacious B. Crumb card. Can you buy me one for Christmas, you know? And then, so she was real quick. She went on her phone. I guess she went on eBay or whatever. And then she's like, oh, look. And I just started scrolling on her phone. There's like thousands of them online. You know what I mean? Thousands of number out of 5, out of 100,
Yeah.
whatever.
How
But
old
I
are
can
those?
never find any in person.
What year are those from?
Which one? Those Salacious Crumb?
Yeah.
That's
what year?
modern.
Oh, that's modern.
That's modern.
Okay.
That's autographed by the puppeteer. Oh, but
okay.
look at, so I always wanted to buy, like,
Mm.
you know how you say you get inspired by YouTubers to buy, like, I always see Mangini or anybody that shows old boxing cards.
They're
that
badass,
pose
old
right
boxing
there.
cards. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
very.
it's- yeah,
very
I've always
expensive.
wanted to buy a card with that pose right there.
That's
You know,
a good
that
card.
straight out like, come on, you chap. You want to bump knuckles? I love that stance. Nobody does that stance anymore.
Mhm.
But I also bought a Vintage Collector Beckett magazine.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, I love it. Shoelace Joe.
Back in the
Gotta
game,
love him.
eligible for the Hall of Fame, right?
Dude, Caesar,
Yeah.
you're lucky in a sense that you don't buy online. You can just, and it's awesome. It's commendable, that's for sure. If everybody thought like that, we'd all be, you know.
I think I'm
No,
more
hey,
focused
Dylan.
on trying to sell
Hey,
right now.
I'm not a hero. I just don't have a computer.
Well,
I guess I could do it on my phone if I really wanted
it's
to.
not for the same reasons, but it's pretty, it's pretty cool.
But I guess I could buy online
Well,
if
those
I
are-
wanted to download eBay or whatever. But I got this
No,
Pete
don't
Rose.
do it.
Yeah, don't
Your
ever do
whole
it.
house will look like
You'll
you're
have
in there.
7,000 Salacious B cards in a week.
I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, that's. Yeah,
Hey,
I always think about that, man. When
Well, what's the
once
next
I do
topic you
get
want to rant
online and
about?
get eBay, I can imagine myself going crazy.
I'm ready to do some ranting.
All right, hey, I'll give one. Hey, Caesar, who signed that Salacious B? Was it the actor or was it just the random autograph?
It was the puppeteer, the actor, the guy who writes his lines and does his voice.
That's legit. That's legit. What about those Mickey Mouse autos that's signed by Mickey Mouse, Petty?
Oh.
Those one of ones that are selling for like ridiculous.
Yeah, there's a million people. There's a million people. Yeah, there's 1,000 people who have put on that Mickey Mouse costume, that could legally sign that.
Yeah, it's insane. It just doesn't make any sense.
I don't get it. There's
all right, let's rant. But I'm gonna go get another beer. What are we gonna rant about? Let's talk some shit.
I don't know.
I didn't know this was gonna be a ranting video.
I don't have any access to grind with anybody.
I thought we were going back to cards. I brought out my Japanese baseball card.
I got a couple of cards. I'll show a card here. Here's another card I got.
Yeah, show a couple cards, baby. Oh, that's what I want.
I got this one. I had a stat pack. I gave it to Mookie, so I had to get another one. Of course, you see what it's PSA. You notice that, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm on a SGC sabbatical. I'm selling all my lower grade SGC cards. Even breaking up like some of my Willie Mazes and Hank Aaron's, the things that aren't, like if they're in 2 and 3 grades and they're not centered or there's something I don't like about them, they're out. Normally I would keep those in my run, and then I'm just thinning the herd, and I love this. This is such a great mini, not a stat pack, but purchased at the West Coast Card Show from one of our favorite dealers.
That's an SGC 6 right there.
Yeah.
And
here's another one that really hard. You know how hard this card
is. I love that Duke Snyder card. I've always wanted that card.
Yeah, this is a hard one. It's a short print.
Yeah, I know.
Anybody that's ever collected it, and it's really nice.
Why is it hard? You gave it Viagra?
Yeah, hard, baby, hard. Anyway, he was good.
That's a hard card, man.
In case anybody's wondering about the Duke, he was really good. So
I like seeing you pick up those cards, Petty. I love it.
Hey, well, I have them.
Petty,
you have them.
I know. I sold them.
Hey, Petty.
I'm selling them in SGC, and I'm rebuying them again, nicer grade and nicer cards.
I love it.
Petty.
Yeah.
So one thing I always say in my videos, like I remember when I first got back on YouTube, that was one of my bad things, is that I knew baseball history from the 80s and 90s. You know what I mean? So when I would share sometimes the things that I thought were records, I didn't know they already got broken. You know what I mean?
Well, do we have
I remember that a lot. Like, oh yeah, this guy held this record, and all this, and they're like, hey, it got broken in 2011 or whatever. Like, oh, I didn't know. But
our records aren't really being broken anymore, are they? Much. I mean, the home run record, obviously, the single year records and stuff like that. But boy, like it's going to be awful hard. Like Tony was his last video on Hank Aaron. By the way, if everybody, anybody out there hasn't seen that, not so much for us, but boy, if I was a new collector or people that want to collect modern and say, oh, I never saw these guys play. Well, why don't you listen to that Hank Aaron thing that Tony did? He does all this research and he goes through this whole story, and it was just fascinating. But some of those stats, like 3,700 hits.
It was like reading 5 books all in one video with video and
in an hour.
Like it was so good. I broke out my Hank Aaron binder. Like I was taking photos of it.
I mean, it was
I
just
was
so
like,
good.
yes.
But the fact that he had 3,700 hits and all, he has the most runs and second, I think it maybe second most RBIs. I don't know, but those stats, I mean, they're just never going to be hit again.
No,
somebody might break the home run record.
Not lifetime, because nobody plays almost every game anymore.
And the fact
so many players automatically have Sunday off or Thursday off.
That's the other thing. They're always taking days off. That he would have 3,000 hits if you took away all his home runs. I mean, that's pretty amazing.
One of the things I wanted to say is a fact that I've always stated, or I think is a fact. I could be wrong. I don't know where I heard it from, but Duke Snyder, he hit more home runs than any other player in the 50s, right?
I think so. Yeah.
50s or
right?
yeah, 50s.
Mhm.
50s was it the 50s? Yeah.
Yeah, and in
Mhm.
the 50s, he hit more home runs than any other player, and that was Willie
And-
Mays and Mickey Mantle.
And how many home runs did he end up with? Did he? I know he did. He break.
I don't remember
500?
how many
I
home
think
runs.
I think just under 500. Hey, look on.
486?
Oh, I'm like, look on the back of that card. Oh, you can't because it's from
Come on, somebody tell me.
1955.
Somehow I want to say
Mm.
486.
Mickey and the Duke.
Yeah, I love that
Mickey
I don't
song.
have
and
the
the
modern
Duke.
Dukes to look.
Why doesn't
Any
somebody
what?
cue that
401.
song up?
Mike said 401.
How many? 401?
401.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, so anyway.
Yeah, a collector's dream. Just said
Mike
right now how
Trout-
Hank Aaron.
But Mike
Hank
Trout's gonna
Aaron
end
never
up
hit more than 50 home runs in a season or 50.
Right.
One time I had Mangini and Lou Rock on a stream. We were just live a long time ago, and I had a bunch of like all I did was just have the last Hank Aaron card with all his stats, and I just asked him questions from it. And I remember asking like, what's the most home runs he ever hit in a year? You know, like, and nobody really knew. You know, that was shocking. Like, you know, he never hit over 50 or 60. Like a
Did
lot of
he
people
hit
just assume he hit a
47
lot
or
of home runs.
44?
He was just the you know, the fabric of consistency. You know what I
That was
mean?
back in the
That
day.
was
Look,
his
with
trait was the
35 home runs,
consistency, and he was a great hitter.
35 home runs though back then was a lot of home runs.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh,
It's not
have you
like-
ever
not
looked at
today.
look at
How can I
Kirk
trigger you?
Gibson? Look at Kirk Gibson in 1988 when he won the MVP. Look at his stats. That
only
was a
hit
great
two-
player back then.
He only hit
Nowadays, that's crap.
90 ribbies. That's beautiful. What is
Top-
that? GC.
This is top. I'm trying to get you to rant. This is Topps Chrome Gilded collection.
Okay, yeah. People want us to rant. Well, hey, all right. I'll read all the comments right now. What do you guys want us to rant about? Give me a topic that we're not. It's not. I don't know if we call it a rant, but
burn
give us a
your eyes.
topic that's controversial.
That's all gilded.
Yeah, these are all gilded from
Look
different
like
years.
scrambled
guilty?
eggs to me.
Those are all guilty.
Gilded Radner. Gilded. What the fuck is gilded mean?
Ugh.
Got your gilded right here.
All right, what's next on the agenda?
Fanatics. Somebody wants me to rant about Fanatics website and its flaws.
Oh, shoot.
Well, I mean, for me, it took me 18 months to finally get signed on, and I had to put in a 60-hour month with emails to try, and also try to call them before they would fix it. And I utilized like 5 emails, 3 telephones, and I've always been on the Fanatics apparel because it's 2 separate things. I think that's part of the problem. So I could order, hats and shit, but then you go onto the Fanatics Collect, and they were tied in with PWCC, and I did have a PWCC account that, and then when you sign up, it just never merged, and they made me, clear my cache, which set me back for 2 hours trying to put all my fucking passwords back in there.
Nothing worse in life.
Nothing
than that.
worked.
Nothing.
And the funny thing was Mike Junkwax Hero, he had the same problem. He finally gave up, like I did. I mean, I tried like for an hour or here and there, but finally I just said, fuck this. I mean, why can't I get on? I'm gonna get on. But that's what it took. It literally took me, at least 30 minutes.
Mike, let me add
Shit
to your
sucks.
rantness. I have
Okay.
like 30 cards, something like that, ending on Fanatics right now. My phone logged off like a couple days ago. Why? I have no idea. It just does that on that website for whatever reason. I don't know my password by heart. I'm never going to go on that website again.
Doesn't your phone save the password? Doesn't your phone save the password?
It should, but
It should,
just,
but for
No,
Fanatics,
that's an
it
app.
doesn't.
That's like an app you have to put on, I think.
So I'm never going to look on my phone on Fanatics again. I have to go sit on my computer.
What do you guys think about sniping, right? Because now the modern sniper now going around viral is that lady with the skunk hair in Philly, the Philly Karen, taking that ball. She sniped that ball like, hey, give me that ball back. I put in the last bid.
That's called a snipe. I thought you were talking about sniping cards.
Did you guys?
Yeah. It's all the same.
Did you see the picture of her holding the ball and staring at it?
Yeah, with her finger,
It was
with her
like,
middle finger
oh,
up.
you got to see it, Betty. It's so freaking
I
funny.
saw the play.
The
where
photo's even better of her it's like the Lord of the Rings ring, and she's looking at it like
after she got it. I mean, after
yeah,
she
it might
finally...
be AI, but I think it's real. It was real.
No, it's
After
got
she
to be
got it.
AI.
So good.
But that was pretty
Oh,
funny. How they got...
AI,
Hey, 'cause I'll tell
AI.
you what. I'll tell you a story. The only ball I ever caught at a game was right behind, and I've been to hundreds, was sitting right behind home plate, and a ball came up right behind us there, and it bounced around. In fact, I still have it. Fernando threw it. Lenny
way.
Dykstra hit it.
No
But
way.
of course, we were tanked because we would always go to the red line and drink beforehand. By the time we got there, it's like, oh, which way? Oh. But anyway, so ball goes down. I see it under the kids. You know, there's two kids sitting next to me. They have Cokes and hot dogs, and the ball goes under there. I just simply got down on I couldn't reach, but I got down and I got my big foot like Andre the Giant, the big, and I pulled the ball towards me. I knocked all the Cokes over, moved right from the kids, and then I got the ball. Did I give it to the kids? Fuck no. They can worry about their own ball.
You were the Karen before the internet, man.
Before
you crushed
Karen,
it.
yeah. I have it right here
Hey.
too.
Dude, that's the
All
best
right,
story. That's the best story ever.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm gonna tell my story about getting a foul ball or trying to. And it wasn't even me, but I've said it many times before. I don't think I said it in a while. But we were at an Angel game. Sweet, you got it signed and everything.
Well, that's a whole nother story, but then I got it signed after the fact.
Dude, that's
But look at that.
awesome.
All right,
I
tell us a story. Tell us a story after my story right now.
Go ahead.
All right, so we were at an Anaheim Angels game when I was younger. My dad would get tickets from his work, from his boss. His boss had season tickets, and would give us tickets to games that he didn't want to go to. But we were like for this game, we were at the very, very top, like almost close to the very top. And so if anybody that's been to baseball games, if you go to the cheap seats, they get steeper and steeper. The steeper, the higher you go. They get steeper the higher you go because they want to stay closer to the field. So we were at the very top, man, and these things were steep, and the seats are steep. And I was a kid. I don't remember how old I was, but I was probably like 8 or 10. And somebody hit a ball way the hell up there. I don't remember who it was, but we were way up there, and the ball went close up there. And my dad dove for the ball. Like, he dove for it. And the seats being so steep and they're plastic, he just slid, man, like from the middle of that section all the way to the rail, to the bottom, just going down, going down all the empty seats, because all the seats were empty. And he went all the way down to the bottom. And then he was trying to get a foul ball. And the guy that got the ball, like, because my dad went all the way down, the guy that got the ball, he got up and he was just like waving it in the air, and everybody was clapping for him, and to me, that's just the way it was. He got
Dad was like,
but my dad put on the best show. You know what I mean? But he didn't bitch or anything. So, it is what it is.
Was your dad drinking as well?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shocker.
My dad was a badass.
Shock. That's a shock.
All right. So what's up with those signatures?
Well, this signature, I ended up, I was on the club level one year and go to the bathroom. This is after what the hell are those games called? They have the Old Timers Day. It was on Sundays, and all the players would be up on that thin club level. And I get up there, go to the bathroom, and right there, it's like Sandy Koufax is right there, and he's signing a ball, and there's two kids around him, right? I don't have anything for him to sign or anything. So the kids are there, and I just stood over there, and I just watched them like this, stalking him. He signed for the kids, and he looked at me, and I said, "How are you, Sandy? Nice to meet you." And I went to the bathroom and I left. I was just like, oh, like
that's epic, though.
That was Sandy Koufax. So then I said, the next year, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Old Timers Day again. I'm going to make sure that I get this, I have these seats. I said, I'm going to make sure I bring a ball and a pen. And I don't know why I liked Sharpie back then, but I said, I'm going to bring that ball that I caught. I would be better story. Fernando threw it. Koufax is going to sign it and get to the game or whatever. No Koufax. But as I mentioned, so Don Drysdale used to have the seats right below me, and Don Newcomb and Campanella, they were ambassadors for the team. So they would like walk around and they would, just talk to fans and sign autographs. And Newcomb came over and I said, "Hey, Don, can you sign my ball?" He goes, "Sure." And he signed the ball. I go, "Thanks." And so that's how I got
Don Newcomb was so badass.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Don Newcomb was always dressed like crazy zoot suits and color suits, like sharp.
And a hat.
He was such an awesome dresser, man.
And a straw hat.
Yeah.
So that was,
he was badass,
again,
man. He was
no
badass.
Dude, that's an epic story.
One thing I remember from the Old Timers game, the first Old Timers game that we had at Dodger Stadium, and Sandy Koufax was in uniform. All the pitchers, the whole starting pitchers and bullpen from the visiting team, I don't remember what team it was, but they all just fanboyed out. They had cards, they had papers and pens. They're like, "I gotta go meet Sandy Koufax. I gotta get you." Like all of them, like got wet over Sandy Koufax. Like all of them.
They used to bring the Yankees in. Like they would have Dodgers versus Yankees. I mean, Mickey Mantle was at some of these games, these old timer days. And then they just stopped doing them for so many years. You saw the other day how Mariano Rivera, they played in the game at Yankee Stadium, and he pulled his ACL or got a bad knee injury or something again. Playing the outfield.
He pulled his LCS or what? What did he pull?
ACL, I think.
I thought it was LCS.
I don't know. LCS.
Did you guys see Tony's comment when you told that story about Campanella walking around? He goes, "Campy wasn't walking around." No,
he wasn't walking around, but you could walk to him because on this level they had one chair, and then they had like a handicap for the wheelchair.
Yeah,
and it was so the wife Roxy, she would come, she'd wheel him over there into his seat. It was literally, like right behind home plate against the wall. And then she had the one seat next to him. But there was always a crowd over there by him. And he would try to sign some things because he had some movement. But mostly, like, if you wanted something signed, you would leave a ball there and Roxy would sign it, Roy Campanella.
Okay,
you would come back later.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Caesar? Smoking a bong load?
No.
Not on full collectors.
Yeah, so Campy wasn't walking around; he was wheeling around.
Dude, Campy's the wife that he had there was his new wife. Like she was really good. Like they met after that accident. Blew my mind. I just finished a book and I got a little more. I've heard this story before, but I guess his first wife was not a good person. From the accounts that I've read,
his first wife,
just wasn't good. And I think she even ditched him during that whole thing, if I'm not mistaken. But for her to marry him after, it really says something about the person.
He was at every game, and the Dodgers paid him. The LA Dodgers. He had a contract with them, and they took good care of him, and like I said, he was just a great presence at the games. It was just a different era back then. It was pretty neat.
Yeah, the Dodgers always pay their veteran players just to be at the stadium. Give them some kind of income. They know, man. The salaries back in the days, the 50s, the 60s, a lot of these players had to have a regular job in the offseason.
That's why signing the autographs in the 80s, everybody made more money doing that than they did.
Yep. Thank Mickey Mantle for that.
And they did playing Mantle.
Yeah, mostly. Crazy, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about Pikachu. He never.
Oh man.
He never
you know what, dude? I would love for somebody to do a card or just do a post, do a meme of Pikachu and Charizard like tearing their ACLs. Because everybody always says that, right? That's the comment you hear most, a comeback. Charizard's never gonna tear his ACL. Pikachu's never
Okay.
gonna.
Let's talk about the juicers, the cheaters. Tony wants to talk. He said, get Pepino to tell us who was juicing that never got named. I'll tell you who I know is juicing. Of course, you guys, everybody will throw me under the bus.
Hey,
I'll have
I
fucking
know
PRs
one player,
made.
that you were gonna say, and it doesn't bother me when you say it because I don't collect.
Okay. Ken Griffey Jr. Let's just get right to the chase.
I'm the only one from that whole generation that doesn't really care about Ken Griffey Jr.
I don't really care
It's
either.
so
but
weird.
I mean, the fact that everybody says that he says that the fact that he says that he didn't, it's just like, come on, dude. Everybody did. You
really think he did? He just didn't look like it.
Of course.
He didn't look like it.
He did look like it. Back in the day.
I guess he did get thick for a little bit there.
He got thick in the neck.
Yeah.
They all
He got thick like Beyonce.
I'm thick in the neck,
Yeah.
not from steroids. It's from just, triple chin. But he didn't
Like
have a triple
A-Rod.
chin.
They were both
Do you remember like the Slurpee cups and things like that back from the 70s? Well, in the 90s, they redid the Slurpee cups and all the guys were swinging, the bats and everything. Sosa, McGuire, and every one of those guys were drawn with they looked, like bodybuilders with big necks, and they were all. If you weren't cheating back then, you weren't trying hard enough. Who's this guy?
Cal
That's
Ripken.
That's one of the greatest baseball cards ever, right there.
I like.
What about Frank Thomas and his?
I do not believe that he was juicing. Out of all the guys, because he was just naturally a big guy from day one.
Yeah.
I mean, he might have been though, because look, later in life he was taking hard-on pills, so he was selling those hard. He was selling hard-on pills.
Oh, he sells all that type of like muscle stuff and everything now, which is
So I mean,
so
he was
funny
into
compared
it.
to what
They might have been taking something, but I don't know. He was a great player, that Frank Thomas, not a pussy.
He was a really good.
And Griffey was a great player. Is that Frank? That's Frank Thomas again.
Yes.
I'd like to show you all my Frank Thomases, but I don't have a one.
I feel like Frank Thomas didn't drop off the cliff.
Like you have a little hurt?
Griffey.
Yeah, I don't have any Dick Hertz rookie cards either. With the A's, Dick Hertz, Ted Kluge, juiced. No.
Can't see any of the shine.
I don't see any. I got nothing.
Don't blind Petty with that.
Don't go too fast. I want to see what the hell these things are. What the hell is that?
They're too bright.
Dude, this is like come on.
It's a Kaboomy modern Frank Thomas.
Oh, these are all Frank Thomases. Big Hurt.
Yeah, there's a Frank Thomas box.
Yeah, could you imagine if Frank Thomas juiced?
Oh my God, he would have been like 800, 900 home runs.
It wasn't all about the power, right? Stukes is right. It was about the recovering from the next game and something that had to do with their eyesight or their timing, or I don't know what the hell it was, but man, like Bonds, how that
there
guy
was definitely advantages to taking steroids.
Oh,
there's no way you could ever convince me to say that people took steroids, got no help from it. Some people don't. Scientifically, some people don't. But I'm saying all the people that all of a sudden hit 10, 20 more home runs a year didn't benefit from it. You're lying.
I just want to look at what it did to Bonds, how he would literally get one pitch a game.
It was insane.
To hit, and he would hit it.
I don't understand that.
He would walk the rest of the time. Like he was so dialed in that he just would never miss the ball. And
it was incredible, yeah? I mean, it was every at bat was a must watch because he just you knew he wasn't going to get a pitch, and then he would get, like you say, one a game, and he hit it out every time.
Every time.
He choked up on his bat. It was like something. Yeah, it was more than.
It was just supernatural.
It was supernatural.
Some people would say it was supernatural.
Crazy. Yeah, to me, he'll never go down as the greatest ball player of all time because he cheated.
Seriously?
I just can't do it. Can't get behind it.
He definitely was the best ball player that we'll ever see.
Well, if you, but he cheat. But to me, it's just I just can't get past that he broke the game. All those guys, they broke the game for me as a kid in that time. It broke the game. I didn't.
Well, here's
for me too.
You guys
Definitely
were
for me
kids.
too.
You guys were kids then, so I was more of an adult. So the feeling back then was, we know you're cheating. Like everybody was cheating. And again, like I always like to say, one cheat, all cheat. Like they were all doing
Yeah,
something to
it
try to get up
spreads.
on each other.
Yeah,
And
when
they,
I was a kid, I was
okay,
like, no way, they're not cheating. When the rumor came out, they would never do that,
right.
right? I was
So,
a
but
kid.
we embraced it. We knew you were cheating.
Teenager.
Go ahead. Let's cheat. Let's see what you can do. You know, the game was on strike. People were soured on the game in 94. And when they came back, we wanted to see homers. That's what got people back in the stands. And they basically saved the game between McGuire and Sosa. And then everybody, you know, fell in line with, and you had Canseco juicing, and people loved his 40-40.
Hey, I'm gonna point out to one thing. There was a comment saying that everybody back in the old days used greenies, but you know, to just greenies is caffeine. You know what I mean? It's like green tea. It's really strong caffeine.
That's like cocaine.
So
Everybody used that. That was just like
yeah. So
caffeine.
and it's not really a performance enhancer. You know what I mean? It's just to
Right.
get you out of your shit and helper.
It would keep you awake.
Yeah. So if you were tired, you take some greenies and you'd be awake. But it doesn't
Or
give you
they had
power.
coffee. They had
Yeah.
the spiked coffee, and they had
Yeah.
regular coffee.
Yeah.
So the spiked coffee, you know, was with
Yeah.
amphetamines or whatever they had in there.
So greenie in itself was an advantage, but that's an advantage that everybody had legally back then. But it wasn't an advantage as far as like, oh, you're going to be a better hitter. You're going to be jittery. You know what I mean? But you'll be awake in case you party too hard the night before or whatever. But I wouldn't consider that a performance enhancer. You know what I mean? Now, the steroids definitely.
Taco Bell gets me into his shit. Yeah, you still need talent to hit, Orlando said.
I don't know. Look at Sosa. I feel like he went from I don't know.
He was pretty good though. I mean, when he was with the White Sox, he was skinny.
No.
I mean, he was a 20-20 guy. 20, you know, he had speed.
I feel like he was like a 220 average guy.
Yeah.
And
come on, 2020 is not exactly the greatest.
Too.
I mean, he was a little better than 220. The guy, I mean, you talk about guys today,
now after the steroids.
Well, how about now? All of them are 220. And I
know
that guys
totally
are striking out 200 times a year. And Mike Trout, if you would put 162 games on Mike Trout's pace this year, he'd strike out 250 fucking times in a year this year, in 1 year. I mean, it's just insane what these players are getting away with in the way of strikeouts and the game that's being played. Okay,
well, I don't think it's them in particular. I think it is the coaches, it is the team, it is the way the ball play. It's the way baseball's played. I don't think it's so individual as it is. They're saying this to them. Is this? I'm thinking.
No, I agree because it's analytics. It's almost like NBA has turned into a 3-point league. It's just shoot,
exactly.
Shoot. You know, take 5 seconds and shoot because you're going to get more shots that way.
Yes.
And you're going to score more points. So if you make 30% of your shots instead of going down, taking 20 seconds trying to get a 2-point play versus going down 5 seconds, shoot. And what they did is they turned that league into just a shit show, the NBA. And then the WNBA. Let's talk about Caitlyn Clark, my favorite subject.
Oh, no, let's not talk about Caitlyn Clark.
And Wembley and Wander Franco and all these idiots out there.
Dude, is it not all the basketball supposed to be?
Let's not talk about Wander Franco.
Oh, no.
No, but I'm just saying that, so I tried watching some of the WNBA with Caitlyn Clark, which is quite amazing because I do like girls basketball, like college girls basketball and stuff like that better. And I always loved basketball, but the pro game has left me in the dust. I cannot. It's unwatchable for me with the Lulu ball sack and these guys just shoot. And that Curry, he's in another league. He's pretty damn good, you know, obviously. And there's some the guys have a shitload of talent these days. But it's just not a game that I can watch. I can't watch 7 steps to the basket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, where do you stop? What I really like is the umpires these days, like in tennis. Have you seen tennis lately?
I can't find it.
All the line calls are all digital now. They're all bioelectric. No more
Well, I
fucking
saw
idiots
that.
sitting up there with bad calls. And then today, I'm watching football today. They have a new thing that's called, I don't know what the hell it's called, but it's like when you're measuring for the first down, they got 6 cameras that go from 10 yards to 10 yards.
Awesome.
They can get it within a millisecond. So when they measure, it's a virtual measurement, it's called. They measure the thing on TV. There's the ball, and it's digital, or automated, and they show, it's 10 inches short. Let's get these fucking baseball referee
Like
umpires.
I agree,
outta
Mike.
here.
Get them
They
out of
are
here.
killing the game.
It makes
with the
no
bad-
sense.
At
It
this
sounds.
point,
It's so simple. Why
You
are they
really-
there?
we don't even need them. Yeah,
No.
we don't need them for the line calls. We don't need them for the first base calls.
No.
Second base. I mean, everything is so sterilized these days anyway. There's no breaking up a double play. There's no, what is going around? What do they used to call it? Like, the double play. The phantom double play. The guy would throw the ball, but he'd try to get out of the way, so he wasn't on the base. Now
Yeah.
you're planted on the base because they're not going to take you out.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a game for pussies. So let's just get rid of the umpires and let's just put all the electronic baseball in. Let's make it like a video game. And you'll be done in 2 hours with the pitch clock. No arguments, which we
Hey,
used to
if-
love.
That's no
the way-
fun. That's
the way
no fun.
The way basketball got broken with the 3-pointers, if you were young like me and you played certain games, you learned to only shoot 3-pointers in the 90s because that's how you won. You wouldn't even go for 2-pointers in all the video games. You would just shoot threes. You stand that's all you would do because that's how, once you figure out how to shoot threes. So I'm sure there's guys out there that were like, dude, that 3-pointer is the future way before analytics, just from playing video games. Cause that's the only way you could beat
Funny?
your friends. Yeah.
And that's because that's what happened didn't it kind of start with Curry? Him shooting out
yeah,
the
for NBA,
Warriors,
I believe
with the
that's what
Warriors,
it did,
right?
yeah.
And I think, I don't know. That's what I kind of remember. That
Other
Started
than
with Reggie Miller. I think it was Reggie Miller for me on a video game. It was just three.
Right.
Ding, ding, ding. It was
Yeah,
epic.
So you realize though back then,
Yeah.
that you could score more.
But I didn't collect
You know what,
cards or translate it into anything.
But so back to this Caitlyn Clark. So she
Ginobili.
had one good year, and then this year the 3 games that I watched her in, she was 1 for 12, 2 for 15, and I think she had one good game where she was like 3 for 10, and she made free throws and she made some good assists or whatever. But she is the entire league. When she's not playing, nobody watches that. And now she's out for the year, and she had a terrible year. Now she's got a bad groin pull. I'll tell you, that's not making calls for you. You got some problems. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see her quit. And
Man,
her cards are being sold for $500,000, $600,000.
yeah.
I mean, people are fucked in the head to be buying this shit.
Yeah, that's
I mean, I don't know.
gambling. That's gambling on a rookie, man. Anything
anyway,
can happen.
That's something.
And
you're not gonna
anything
hear
can
on
happen,
Hobby
okay?
Hotline.
This guy right here was every influencer was like, buy him,
Oh, I know,
for sure,
I know.
future Hall of Famer. What could go
I
I bought
wrong?
one Wander Franco. I did buy
Things you
one.
can't imagine could go wrong.
Why? Riddle me this. Why do people get enamored with second basemen and middle infielders that think they're going to be the?
They're never going to be anything but a Joe Morgan. Uncollected and
If they're 1 in a million, they'll be a Joe Morgan.
Yeah,
Most
exactly.
likely They're going to
They'll
be
never
a
even-
Galpin
yeah.
Lux.
Totally.
So here's the thing. So
Because
everybody's
they
probably
bat
played,
over 300
they
sometimes.
played fantasy baseball. You know the first sure way to lose your fantasy baseball league? Buy a second baseman for $30 or $40 or invest a first round draft pick into a second baseman. Guess what? You've lost. You're never going to win. I don't care who the guy is. Jeter, you're going to pay $40 for him, or Sean
You should have done
Dunston, or
A-Rod.
Ozzy. A-Rod, any of these guys. They're just they never help you, you know?
Yeah,
And it's the
totally.
same way with baseball cards. They buy like these soft hitting second base. Galvin Lux.
Well,
Hey.
Petty, you're just proving the point of why there's so many strikeouts, because you only want the home run guys. That's all what we want now. We want the
But how
power
could
guys.
that guy be the most graded card in 20? He had more graded cards. Galvin Lux.
Influencers.
Yeah, that was a
Influencer.
crazy time. Yeah, Gavin Lux was like, that was so nuts.
But
Oh,
yeah.
people are that
Dude,
stupid.
I've
That's
been
my problem.
keeping my eye on YouTube influencers, all this time. Yeah, and I could just tell you,
Well,
it was the influencers
I
pumping
think
up that card.
base card
I think
bonanza, man.
I think this is enough ranting for. I've got a show to do tomorrow night with Tony.
All
And
right.
I've got a couple topics I gotta.
Perfect.
I
Yeah,
gotta
my
keep
wife
in the
is
bag.
gonna be knocking shortly.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
So,
Thank you, man. Rant.
All right. I
Hey,
wish
that
we
was
could have
good.
talked to the chat a little bit more, but next time you get me
Yeah.
on here, I demand a producer to run the chat because this was just
Yeah, because I can't
clusterfuck.
keep up.
I love
All right,
being on
guys.
with Dylan.
Hey.
But Caesar,
All right.
Thanks,
always the
Caesar.
best. Nice seeing
Hey.
you.
Great show,
Pepino.
guys.
So,
Double
Chew,
D,
love it.
triple shakas.
Sarahara,
Love the hobby.
yeah,
Keep collecting
come
baseball cards
come on.
forever, I say. For
Right.
collectors. Hey, later, guys.
Later, guys.
Love the hobby. Keep collecting baseball cards forever, I say.